Chongfan, good evening. Today we will learn about the shapes. So this week it is mostly about the 2D shapes and 3D shapes. There's still 3 minutes before the class, so everyone, you can prepare your pencil, eraser, and if you have already printed out the handout, you can also take it out, or you can just take out a piece of paper to look at the screen. It will be fine, okay? Hello everyone, good evening. Today we will learn about the 2D and 2D shapes counting. It is about special recognition. Last week, we mostly focused on the calculation, right? For example, we learned about the vertical addition and subtraction, as well as how can we share the numbers equally. And as for this week, we will learn more about the shapes. That is about the special recognition about 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Actually, in the beginning, Teacher Jane was preparing something about how can we divide the shapes, but according to the feedbacks in our chat group, we can see that probably some kids of us will get problem when we want to count the 3D shapes, right? So Teacher Jane also add some knowledge about the 3D shapes counting. So today we will learn about the 2D shapes counting. Tomorrow it will be about the 3D shapes counting. So that will be quite interesting, everyone. You can it will be quite fun. Clearly, you can type 1 in the chat box, okay? If you can hear me clearly, you can type 1 in the chat box. Okay. Good to see you. Okay, there's only 1 minute before the class, so make sure you've already prepared your pencil, eraser, and your handout if you already printed out. Hello, Xu. Okay, 5:30 already, so everyone, let's start. As for today's lesson, it is called as lesson 1 because this will be the first lesson for our shape camp, because we can see that last week we mostly focused on the calculation, right? That is, for example, we learned how can we do the vertical addition and subtraction. Also, we learn about how can we share the numbers equally. And then as for this week, we will learn more about the shapes. That is about the special recognition. So as for today's lesson, we will focus on the third thing, that is about the 2D shapes counting. Probably someone will say, 2D shapes counting is so easy. I know this is, for example, this is a circle. Then I just count, this is 1. But I tell you that, for example, if we see a very complex picture, sometimes the 2D shapes counting will be quite tricky. So everyone, let's have a look As for today's lesson, it is still Teacher Jane that learn with all of you, and we can see that this is already October 24th, and for next week, that is on October 31st, you will have your TASMO test, everyone. So make sure you prepared already, and you can do the sample paper. You can also do the real text paper for the past years. Also, everyone, don't forget that you need to print out your test proof. It is sent through email that you registered when you register the test, okay? And when you come to the test, you can just see, oh, this is easy peasy, or this is quite challenging. That will be quite fun, okay? So everyone, we can see still after you finish the homework, you can send a picture or a screenshot into the chat group. Then Teacher Jane will give you 1 point, and if you are among the earliest 10 submissions every day, you will get 1 more point. Okay, so everyone, let's start. As for today's lesson, we will focus on how can we count the 2D shapes in complex pictures, and then we will also learn how to count 2D shapes in 3 different types of questions. That will be a little bit tricky, but after you learn it, Teacher Jane believes that all of us can handle it and say, haha, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So everyone, firstly, have a look at this question. Please sort the following according to their shapes and write down the numbers in the blanks. Okay, everyone, although I cannot hear you, but you can tell me what shapes are they, right? Okay, but everyone, let's start from the first one. This is a trapezium. You can also call it as trapezoid, right? There are 2 names for this kind of shape. It means that there's 1 pair of parallel sizes, the other pair, they are not parallel, then we can call it as trapezium. And then the second one, everyone tell me what shape is it? This is so easy. This is a circle. Yes, perfect. And then how about this? This is a square. And then how about this one? This is parallelogram. What does it mean by parallelogram? It means that there are 4 sizes altogether, 2 pairs, right? 1 pair means 2 sizes, then 2 pairs. The 2 pairs of the sizes, they are all parallel. Then what does it mean by parallel? Parallel means that there are 2 lines, no matter we extend it how long, they will never cross with each other. For example, is this parallel? Yes or no? Everyone, type in the chat box. Is this parallel? No, they are crossed with each other already. Then how about this? Is this parallel? Also no, because we can see after we extend the 2 lines, they will meet with each other at a point, right? Then how about this? Is this parallel? Yeah, this is parallel, right? Because we can see no matter how long we extend it, they can never meet with each other. So this is parallelogram. And then the next one, easy peasy, this is triangle. Then the last one, this is rectangle. Okay, good job everyone. So we can see these are all about the shapes. Then our task is to sort out all the following shapes on the screen into their shapes and write down the number in the blanks. For example, everyone can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot of shapes, right? So we can start from the first shape, the number 1. What shape is it, everyone? You can type the first letter for this shape in the chat box. What shape is it? This is a rectangle, right? So we can just put it here. It means the first one is a rectangle. And then everyone, how about the second one? What shape is it? The second one, yes, this is a circle, right? Good job. So this is the second one. And then the third shape, this is what shape? Yeah, we can see this is a parallelogram. And then how about this? This is a trapezium, right? Good job, trapezium. And then how about the fifth one? it is also a circle. And then the sixth one, it is a triangle, right? It is a triangle. So we write down the sixth at the black for the triangle. And then the seventh one, also a triangle, right? And then how about the eighth one? Yeah, it is a circle. And then the ninth one, it is a parallelogram as well. And then the 10th one, it is a trapezium. And then the 11th one, triangle. 12th one, also trapezium, right? Okay, and then the 13th, it is a square. Good job, everyone. You can also speak it out. And then how about the 14th one? It is a rectangle. Yes, perfect. And then the 15th one. How about the 15th one? Triangle. Yes, finish. We finished all of them. So among a lot of shapes, we've already learned how can we sort them out, right? Yes, good job. And then everyone, let's move on. This time, find the number of each of the following shapes. Write down your answer in the blanks. There are how many triangles? Okay, so this time, if we want to count how many triangles are there, we need to count in order, right? Count in order so that we won't miss anyone. Teacher Jane, for example, want to just directly 1, 2, 3 like this, 1, 2, 3, count. Then after that, it is quite easy to get lost, right? So we can make some marks after we count it. For example, after we count the triangles, we can count in order from top to down, from left to bottom. Then we can do like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 triangles, right? Everyone also do it on your book, on your paper, okay? And then let's move on. How about the rectangles? Rectangles, think about how it looks. You can also show me using your fingers, okay? And then rectangles, we can see this is our first one. It is quite big. And then anyone else? Yes, 2 and 3 here, right? So there are 3 rectangles. Yes, Chuanfan, good job. And then there are how many circles, everyone? Let's count. How many circles? Okay, so we can see the sun, it is a circle, right? And then anyone else? We can see the sun, it is a circle, so we label 1 here. And then anyone else? Yes, the clock, also a circle, right? And then below there's another one, so also 3 circles. Then how about the Chuanfan, you got 2, you need to double check. Okay, how about the parallelograms? How about the parallelograms? Okay, everyone, let's do it together. Parallelogram, think about how it looks. 2 pairs of parallel sizes, right? So everyone, we can count together. Where are the parallelograms? The first one here, second one. Anyone else? No more already. Okay, so we can write down here, that is, there are 2 parallelograms. And then how about the squares? How many squares are there? Yes, good job, Chuanfan. How about the squares, everyone? You can type your answer in the chat box, okay? So everyone, we can see there are how many squares? 1, 2, right? 2 squares. And then how about the trapezium? How many trapeziums are there? Okay, so we can see there are 1 trapezium only, right? So we write down 1 here. And then everyone, let's move on. This time is your turn, everyone. Let's try to do it together. There are how many triangles and how many circles in the picture below? Everyone, you can do it on your paper, and then after you finish, you can type in the chat box, okay? Think about how many triangles and how many circles are there? Okay, everyone, after you finish, you can type in the chat box, okay? How many triangles are there? Yes, I already got that answer. Good job, Changfan. Yes, there are. How many triangles? Everyone, let's count together. We start from top to down, from left to right, right? Okay, so let's label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 triangles. And how many circles? We can see on the top there are a lot of circles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 circles in the picture below. Okay, anyone else? Probably no more already, right? Okay, so this is the final answer. If you get the correct answer, please give me a big thumbs up. Yes, perfect. Then everyone, this time, let's try something different. How many squares are included in the shape below? You can type your answer in the chat box, okay? Good job, Danko. Okay, so everyone, this time, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can just directly count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squares, right? And then we can see this time, how many triangles are there in the picture below? How many triangles? We can count together. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 triangles, right? Okay, so this is the final answer. This is the first step when we want to count the shapes. That is, the shapes, they are quite simple. We can just directly count the single shapes. But everyone, let's have a look. How about this question? This is combination shape. You can see, you've already done this question on your paper, right? This is on the 2024 sample paper, question 15. You've already done this already. Then let's see how many triangles are there in the following figure. If we combine a lot of shapes together, how can we count? Okay, so everyone, let teacher Jing tell you that we can always start from the single ones. So if you want to take some notes, you can just write down. We start from the 1, okay? Start from the 1. What does it mean by the 1? That is, for example, we can directly see this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 small triangles, right? So we can see there are 4 single ones. Then we label it here. There are 4. And then the second one, we can count how many triangles are combined with 2 small triangles. So we can count together. That will be 1, and then 2, and then 3, right? 3. So we can see there are 3 small triangles that is combined with 2 small triangles, right? Then everyone think about that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any other triangles? Yeah, actually everyone be careful. There's still another big triangle outside, right? So we can see the big triangle. 1, we got 1, right? So if we want to see how many triangles are there altogether, we can just note down 4 plus 3 plus 1 equals 8. Good job. Good job, Jiayi. Okay, good job, Danko. So we can see our final answer here will be 8. And then everyone, this time let's do a pick a game time. Everyone, let's see. How many parallelograms are there? How about this question? Just now we see this picture already, right? Then how many parallelograms are there? This question is not on your paper, so can just directly look on the screen, okay? How many parallelograms? We just said that the parallelogram means that the two pairs of sizes, both of them, they are parallel, right? So we can see, how can we find a parallelogram look like this? Okay, everyone, you can count by yourself, then type your answer in the chat box, okay? Okay, everyone, I saw someone say, I'm confused. No worries, everyone. Let's do it together, okay? So, everyone, just now we said that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 small triangles here. And then how can we get a parallelogram? Everyone, let's see. We can see the first and the second triangle. If we put them together, they can combine together and then become a parallelogram, right? So we can see if we combine 1 and 2, they can become a parallelogram. So everyone, let's count. Use your fingers to know that, oh, this is the first parallelogram. And then we can see the 2 and 3, they can also become another parallelogram. They can also become another parallelogram, right? 2 and 3, they can combine together and become another one. Everyone, show me with the fingers, you can also label it. And then, how about this? 3 and 4, these two small triangles can also combine together to become a big parallelogram, right? So 3 and 4, they are also another one. So this is the third one already. Okay, Chuanfan, good job. You got the correct answer. And then, how about this? We count in order. Then 4 and 5. The 4 and 5 also become a new one, right? So the fourth one already. And then, everyone, let's move on. Count in order so that you won't miss any one of them, okay? Then we can start from the fifth one. We can see 5 and 6. 5 and 6 also become a new one. Then we rotate one row already, so we can see after we come back to the 6 and the first one, that will become a new parallelogram. Okay, so all together we got 6 parallelograms. Who got the correct answer? Yes, perfect, everyone. So we can see there are 6 parallelograms in this picture. Okay, everyone, let's move on. This time we can see this question is on your paper, and this is for the 2023 real test paper for the TASMO. This is question 3. You've already done this before already, right? So we can see how many parallelograms are there in the picture below. This time, how can we do this question? Probably you already know how to do it, right? Okay, so everyone, let's count together. We can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 small triangles. It is a little bit confusing. I don't know how to do it. But no worries, everyone. We just said that we can combine the small triangles and we will see they will become a big shape, like parallelogram or something, right? So everyone, probably we can start from the first and 2. We can see the number 1 and number 2. These two, if we combine them together, they will become a parallelogram, right? Okay, and then let's see anyone else. I can see I can't find it. Where is it, everyone? Yeah, perfect, everyone. We can count in order the second one and the third one after we combine them together. 2 and 3 also become a new parallelogram, right? So be careful. Someone may only see 1 and 2, 3 and 4, they are 2 parallelograms. But 2 and 3, it is slanted this way. So very careful. Sometimes it's quite easy to miss this one, right? And then everyone, let's move on. We can see 3 and 4. They will also become a new parallelogram. So 3 and 4, they will also become another one. And then Teacher Jane think, I finished. I found all of them. No, everyone, be careful. We can see there's still a big one outside, right? This is a big one outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We combine all of them. So we can see in total we got how many parallelograms? Can type in your chat box. Yes, we got 4. Perfect, everyone. So this time we can see sometimes when we are doing the combination shapes, which means that if we use some small shapes combined together, then see how many big shapes are there. We can just firstly label them and think them in order, right? Good job. And then sometimes the shapes, they are overlapped. What does it mean by overlap? It is, for example, we can see my hand, the left hand is overlapped with my right hand, right? This is overlapped, means that part of the shape, it is covered by the other one. Okay, so everyone, let's try to have a look at this question. This question is on the TASMO 2023 sample paper, and this is question 5 on this paper. So everyone, we can see how many squares are there below. So we can see this time, I can count 1. Okay, let me change another color. Okay, let me use the red pen. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Haha, I count 4. So the final answer is 4. Am I correct, everyone? Yes or no? No, 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 again. Okay, so everyone be careful. This time we can see some of the shapes, they are overlapped with each other, right? So can you notice this part? The overlapping part also become a new square, right? So everyone be very careful. So this time, what we need to do is still count in order. We can firstly count the whole shapes. For example, 1, 2. You don't need to draw all of them, okay? Teacher didn't draw it only because I want to make sure all of you can see them. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. These are the big shapes we can see, right? So we can see there are 4 squares already. And then we move on and see how about the overlapping parts. This overlapping part, I can see this is an overlapping part. So I think this part, it is a square. No, everyone, be careful. Don't think all of the overlapping parts, they are the targets we are looking for. Be careful, this is what shape? This is a rectangle, right? So no, 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 no. This is not the target we are looking for. Then how about this one and this one? Yes, they are. So we can see there are 2 more squares because they are overlapped. And then they form a new square here, right? So everyone, we can shout out together. What is the final answer here? That will be 6. Perfect, everyone. Okay, this question is actually not that tricky. If I were the one who do the paper, I probably will add another option that is 7. So some of you may get confused. Okay, then how about this? This is try 3. Everyone do it by yourself. We can see this is also a TASMO question. It is for 2023 real test paper, question 14. There are how many squares in the shape below? Okay, so everyone, let's count it together. We can also firstly start with the original shapes, right? And then count how about the overlapping part. So everyone, we can see here we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, finish. There are 3 squares in the shape below. No, no, no. Okay, I got a lot of correct answers in the chat box. Good job, everyone. So we can see, don't forget the overlapping part. Make sure you don't forget any one of them. So I think, haha, this is the part we are looking for. No, everyone, this is a T shape, or we can call it L shape or shoe shape or something, right? So this is not the square, and then we can count 4. You can also label 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so there are 7 squares in the shape below. Good job, everyone. I got a lot of correct answers in the chat box. Perfect. Okay, then everyone, let's move on. We can see that today we learned the 3 types of 2D shapes counting. In the beginning, I gave you some confusing, like very complex pictures, right? Which means that in the picture, we need to count them in order one by one, from top to down, from left to right. And after you count it, what should you do? Make marks, everyone. Mark it. I'll write it very, very big so that everyone won't forget, okay? Mark, mark, mark. This is very, very important, okay? Because sometimes after you count it, you will get lost, okay? Mark it after you count it, okay? Promise? Remember already? Okay. And then we also learn 3 types of 2D shapes counting. The first one is if we see some single shapes. For example, this one is so easy. I just directly counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because no overlap, no combinations, right? But if teacher didn't change this question like this, then it is a little bit different, right? Okay, everyone, count how many squares are there. Yeah, this time it will become 6, right? And then how about like this? How about this? There are how many squares? A little bit different. Okay, everyone, we can count together. Okay, so we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the squares also becomes new squares, right? So we can count 1, 2, oh, sorry, that will be 10, 11, 12, 13, right? And don't forget that the big one outside, that will be 14. So there will be 14 shapes. So that is the second type we learned today. That is combination shapes, which means that if we combine some shapes together, they will form new big shapes. For example, the 4 small squares will become a new big one outside, right? So this is the second type of question. The third one is the overlapping shapes. If the 2 shapes, they are overlapped with each other, the overlapping part will become new ones here. So everyone remember together, there are 3 types: single shape, combination, overlap. Okay, so we can see this is all for today's lesson, and tomorrow we will learn about the 3D shapes counting. I know that there are a lot of questions on the paper that is about how can we count how many cubes are there, how many cubes you can see, how many cubes you cannot see, how many total cubes are there, right? That will be a little bit confusing for all of you. So tomorrow, Teacher Jane will teach you how can we do this question and we can get the correct answer easily. Actually, this question is not easy, it is not difficult at all. Tomorrow, Teacher Jane will tell you how to do it, okay? And as for today, after the class, you also need to do the homework. Only 3 questions. You need to complete the homework and you can send a picture into the chat group, then you will get the points, okay? So tomorrow, we will still start from 5:30 and then end at 6 p.m. See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye. Don't forget to do your homework, okay? You promise? Okay, so everyone, we can see today it is about the 2D shapes counting, overlap, like combination. So be very careful. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.